Kia ora, welcome along to episode 8 of Mind Your Buzzness. I'm seriously losing count how many episodes I'm doing now. Look, thanks for being a part of this again, and this one's quite exciting because today I picked up 2 boxes that I'm very excited about opening, and I'm going to open them for the first time with you as my witness. There they are, in the back of the car. What are they? It's a big mystery. We're also going to see how the Queen marking went and how much easier it's going to be to find her in the hive. And also we'll go back over a little mistake I made. What happens when the Queen gets locked in the honey super? Sorry, I kind of hyped up that intro a bit too much. Before we get into this, I'm just going to have a bit of sushi, listen to some tunes, enjoy the stunning day in Canterbury, and then we'll get into some beekeeping, so stand by. Oh my god, I can't even use these things properly. Do you know what's funny is I can use these, but not when I'm being filmed. Okay, this is awkward now. Can you go watch some bees while I eat this? Okay, well, here's a bit of awesomeness. I picked up 2 boxes this morning before I came out here. The first box, not as exciting, but I think it's cool. Because I don't mind a bit of a project myself, and yes, I've got myself a full depth brood box, and I've also got myself a 3/4 depth with some bird shit on it. What the hell? Okay. The bees will clean that up. No, they won't. But yeah, anyway, so a full depth box and a 3/4 depth box. So basically a honey super and a brood box for what I'm going to use them for. So I'll be constructing those and potentially needing them. I don't know yet. We'll see. This other one here, in fact, I'm going to use my keys to open. I'm excited about this one. This is cool. Some beekeepers who have been doing this for a long time probably think nothing of this, but for me this is bloody awesome. How cool are these? These are called Honey Max frames, and they were recommended to me because the ones I wanted, which were plastic black frames which had the wax foundation on them already, they weren't available. So these were recommended and I took them. And how cool are these? Pink Honey Max frames. Why do they call them Honey Max? Well, I don't know if you can see the difference on the camera, but what I can describe here is that the cell shapes are actually a bit bigger than normal. So they're bigger than your standard ones, so the bees will just slightly build them bigger. But the thing I've been told is that even though they make bigger cells, sometimes the bees will build them at an angle. So say the frame is sitting in there, they'll build them at an angle down so the honey doesn't come out of them. So I don't know. Will they have merits? I don't know, but I love the pink. How good's that? So I got 10 of those, potentially to go into my new honey super if I think I need another one before the end of the summer. But yeah, how good, right? Pink frames and a new 3/4 box and a full depth super. So, sorry, full depth brood box. So, time to suit up. Let's get in there, find how easy it is to spot the Queen now that we've got the green mark on her back, because we did mark her in a previous episode. And also, I'll show you a little mistake that I made, how I ended up getting the Queen locked in the honey super, and what actually happens when she's in there. So, it is a hive of activity today. How good is that looking? So, first part of this is what happens when you accidentally put the Queen in your... cool logo. When you accidentally put the Queen in your honey super. Now, I changed out a brood box after I decided very quickly not to have it on the hive. And between doing that and putting a new honey super on, the Queen somehow transferred in. that is user error. I'm taking that one on the chin. But what happens when she gets in to your honey super? And let me share that with you now. Now, it's been a few days since we last saw the queen, but what we're likely to see, they may have fixed it. There you go. So look at this. So what happens is if you get the queen into your honey super, she starts laying in the empty cells, which is what she would do normally in a brood box anyway. I'm not too worried though, because there's still eggs that have turned into grubs now. There's a few very healthy looking sealed cells, capped cells. Once they hatch out though, they're going to be available again. They're going to start filling these up with honey. As you can see, there's lots of shiny nectar in there at the moment, which the bees will then dry out a little bit. They'll cap it like they have here, and they'll turn it into beautiful honey. So, to quote the late great Bob Ross, the joy of painting and happy little accidents, this is more like Andy G, the joy of beekeeping and happy little accidents. That was on me, getting the queen locked into the super, but she's not in there anymore, and a lot of this brood is actually now already hatched out since we last checked it, and they're already starting to fill these cells now with nectar, and they're doing a flipping good job with it too. I do need to collect more of the burcomb as well today, just to keep them going in the right direction. When it comes to keeping the comb tidy, I need to collect some of it because it's good to melt down, which I'll do in a future video, and then we can use that to wax up some new frames if we need to. It's always good to have some wax on standby anyway. And don't even need to use the smoke just yet. They seem to be super chill though anyway. See, look at that frame. That is beautiful. It is absolutely chock-a-block with honey. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I love these creatures to absolute bits. Not going to bother this one too much. So we'll put that other frame back. We'll check the next one down. I'll show you some more brood, which was laid when the queen was locked in, and then we'll go and show you how easy it is to find the queen now that she's marked. Given that it is easy because I've only got the one brood box, but it's going to be so much quicker because she's got a green mark on her back. So if you look at this, like heaps of brood on there. This is a honey super, but it's full of brood. All capped, looking very nice. And more there. This is one of the newer frames, so the queen had plenty of room to fill. And like I say, once all of these hatch out, the bees will then just start filling it with honey again. So that's a little happy accident that Andy went and did. So yeah, that's the go. I mean, I'm happy. There's nothing untoward in there. A little bit more burcomb to be getting rid of. So we'll collect that up and then we'll have a look and see how quickly we can find the queen today. Like I said before, granted that I have a brood box, just a single one, but now that the queen's got a paint marking on her back, she's going to be pretty easy to find. Ah, there she is, in all her green spotted glory. You see her there? Busy today. And that's her there with the green spot. Right there. My beautiful queen. Let's leave her to it. So I'm happy. There was Queenie. Quite straightforward to find. Basically the fifth frame in. Happy days. Put everything back together, let them go about their day. Happy with the comb, happy with the brood patterns, heaps of space for her to lay still. So all in all, pretty happy with what I'm seeing today. Having a look inside some of those cells as well. Is that there's no sign of any varroa. And no American foul brood, which are, you know, different diseases yet they can get. seasoned beekeepers will know, if you're watching this just because you're interested, then those are the kind of things we're watching out for. It's not just a case of having bees and just letting them go about it. You've got to make sure that they don't have these diseases, because all in all you're protecting all the bees basically in the country, if you like. Because as we well know from the old C19 virus many moons ago, diseases can spread pretty damn quickly in quite a long distance. So they're not overly unhappy with my visit today, so that's good. They're healthy, they're happy, they're doing their thing. It's a beautiful day. Let's just get some of these stragglers out of here. I'd rather they went free than came home with me and got lost in there. See the difference in the comb colours, eh? It's quite extraordinary, sort of older stuff and newer stuff. So there's little bees like this that get covered in honey on these comb, and I like to give them a fighting chance. So we'll just get her off there. You know, like if you lose a couple of bees, it's not the end of the world, but you know, they're doing good stuff here, so I think they deserve a chance. Well, I'm extremely happy, over the moon with that chick. Everything's looking healthy. The hive just seems happy today. I think they're just as stoked as I am that the weather is so beautiful. But yeah, happy days. A couple of yellow jackets started to show up at the end there, obviously because there's a little bit of honey exposed, and you know, they just want a free feed, don't they, little pricks? But I'm sure the bees, it's a strong hive, they'll do what they need to do to mitigate that. Right, packing up now. Might go get some strawberries and then head home. Yummo. Do you know what, as they say, like the old saying goes, the cheapest way to have a farm is to have a sister-in-law that owns one. I'm very thankful that they let me use their farm for the beehive, and I'm going to pick all their strawberries as a big thank you. Very lucky indeed. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I've been Andy G. This is Mind Your Buzzness. That's twice in the same episode you've seen me eating now. Aren't you lucky? Not that I need it. We'll see you very soon.